It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Broncos and the Bills, and it's all up next.
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than...
Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there. Call it the 26. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their rookie QB, the young man out of Oregon.
It's very simple to say. It's a tough spot to go on the road in the playoffs for any quarterback. But when you're a rookie, now you know you've got big-time pressure on you because he's shown that he's beyond his years throughout the season. He's played at a high level, and his team is very confident in him. But to go on the road leading your team in the postseason as a rookie?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. The give is to McLaughlin. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing Nix. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Well, 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment, so this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second. Here's McLaughlin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Now it's Nix. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Carry from McLaughlin. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. To throw, here's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. On play action, here's Nix. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Von Miller just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And a short gain down to about.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Nix to the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Off the bootleg, here's Nix. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play call.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will strike first here, this wild card matchup. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Motion man is Shakir. To the air, Allen. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Amari Cooper, 62 yards. And the Bills are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Denver's offense now set to go. And, you know, listen, there's 2 ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
They'll run. It's McLaughlin. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Here comes third and about a foot. Here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
To throw is Nix. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. On the ground, here's McLaughlin.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Nix.
That's into the hands of McLaughlin.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the gun, it's Allen. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
3rd and 5.
Now Allen.
That is caught.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Samuel going to go in motion right.
Allen.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line.
And he's got it.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
These two teams all tied after 1.
Second quarter now. The Bills in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Allen to throw once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Curtis Samuel from a yard out. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away.
Johnson on the return.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return.
And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 1.
Allen going to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Here's Allen to throw it.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Denver has the 1st down, the play going for 15 yards.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Up the middle they go. It's McLaughlin. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And that's inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 32-yard line. They run the counter. McLaughlin.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Looking to throw. Nix.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Back to throw. Nix. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle.
And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Throwing Nix.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, he didn't find the end zone a whole lot in his rookie campaign, but he's got himself a touchdown here in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. Slot man moves right. To throw, it's Allen. And returns it right back to Samuel. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
John Franklin Myers.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
This taken in by Kincaid.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They'll run with Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's Allen. This is caught.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Bass on for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Nix to the air.
And he's going to have the hook up with Sutton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
To throw, here's Nix.
Open man, and again it's Sutton. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here's Nix.
He completes this to Sutton. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Back to the air with Nix.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Nix.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level.
There was a lot of zip on that pass in baseball.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Lutz with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. That time a 6-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And all the way down to the 26. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Motion man is Shakir.
Throwing now is Allen. And it's caught.
And the Bills are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen on the move to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
To throw is Nix. A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Now it's Nix.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Nix looking to throw again. Finding Sutton on the out route who makes the catch.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We had 2 great games yesterday, and we're just getting started in the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
To the air, Allen. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper.
Here's third and a few inches.
Now Allen.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
A give to Cook out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
With Nick Bonito not letting him escape there, he was in instant pursuit off the snap and dropped him behind the line.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Allen going to throw.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen.
Shakir.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Khalil Shakir.
44 yards.
And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
It's McLaughlin. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing Nix. We'll get that complete to Vele.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
2 yards to go, second down. Motion man is Shakir.
Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Cook up the gut.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Here's Cook again. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Completes it right side to Cooper. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. Allen now looks to throw. And he's got it. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. From the 2 now, second and goal. Here's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Keon Coleman.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills are able to stretch out their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. On play action, here's Nix.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Up the middle they go. McLaughlin. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
To throw, here's Nix. That's complete to Troutman, right side.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Here's Allen to throw it. And he will find his man Samuel. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. In Buffalo. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Coleman, the man in motion right. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now Allen again. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now Allen. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So now from a defensive perspective, they might still have a pulse.
Yeah, that probably would have sealed their fate, but now they're still within 2 scores. They've
got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Here's Nix.
He completes this to Sutton. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
They'll go play action with Nix.
Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards. The slot man in motion right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's McLaughlin, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. This offense so far on third down, they've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daquan Jones finding his way home to get the sack.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
On third down, McLaughlin. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills ready to take over. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. To the air, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Now Allen. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Working out of the gun is Nix. That's into the hands of McLaughlin.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Nix to throw again. That's taken in by Franklin.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Nix to the air.
He finds his man, complete. That's Atkins. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Throwing Nix.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
To throw is Nix.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
The kick by Lutz is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
2nd and 11.
Inside give to Davis. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. It's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build-up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.